If I lost everything tomorrow, no audience, no clients, no systems, and I had to rebuild my entire AI agency from scratch in 2025, this is exactly how I would do it. I'm not talking hypotheticals. I've already built an AI agency that's done well over $600,000, and I've helped countless people scale to 10K a month, to 20K a month, and to even 50K a month in revenue for their AI agencies using the exact same principles that I'm about to show you in this video. So if you're starting fresh, or if you're just generally under 20K a month with your business, this video is going to give you the exact roadmap. And if you do want an even deeper breakdown, I put together a completely free short course that will show you everything from A to Z. The link's in the description. It's completely free, so check that out if you like as well. Now let's get something straight before we dive in. When I say starting from scratch, I really mean starting from scratch. I'm talking no clients, no followers, no email list, and a budget of, let's say, about $1,000, because I feel like most people can have $1,000 saved up. And if you don't, go get a job, have $1,000 saved up so you at least have a little bit of capital for this. So no unfair advantages, no connections, no secret plug, just me, a laptop, and the decision to build something that actually matters. And if you're in that same place, or feel like you are, you're not at a disadvantage. You're actually in one of the most powerful positions, because you don't have to unlearn anything. You get to build the right systems from day one. Now, here's where most people get it wrong. They think the first step is getting clients. It's not. The first step is getting clarity. Clarity is on what you solve, who you solve it for, and why your solution is different and better. My mindset here isn't how do I get someone to pay me quickly? It's how do I build a repeatable machine that solves a high value problem over and over again with or without me actively being in it. Because real leverage doesn't come from getting paid once. It comes from building something that works without constantly needing to reinvent the wheel. Here's another thing. I'm not trying to sell AI. I'm not slapping ChatGPT on top of a random business problem and hoping people bite. I'm selling a transformation in how a business operates, how it converts leads, how it serves its clients, and overall just how it scales. This one mindset shift is where most people fail. They chase tools. I chase outcomes. AI just happens to be the engine under the hood, not the product itself. Job is not to impress people with tech. It's to solve a painful problem in a way that feels simple and overall valuable to the buyer. So before I even worry about lead gen, content, pricing, or funnels, I make one decision. What problem am I going to solve so well that people feel stupid saying no to it? That's where we start. And from there, we build everything else. Now, if I had to start from zero, the very first thing I build isn't a funnel or a personal brand or even a website. It's this foundation, the three pillars that make client acquisition nearly effortless once they're dialed in. The first thing is market over tools. Most people start with tools. They get excited about ChatGPT prompts, Notion dashboards, custom Zapier workflows, and they build things that look cool but don't really solve anything. I do the opposite. I start with a real group of people that have a real painful problem that's expensive for them to solve. And it doesn't matter how good your tech is, you just need to be able to help them. So I'd pick a niche that is currently being disrupted by AI, but hasn't fully caught up to it yet. I'm talking coaches that need follow-up automation for their new leads, talking B2B consultants who need to streamline their onboarding. And honestly, one of the best ones is home service businesses that need to increase speed to lead and more booked inspections for their businesses. These people know AI matters. They see the content, they hear the buzz, but they have no idea how to apply it because it's overall just not their specialty. That gap between urgency and understanding is where the best opportunities live. And that's the kind of market I want to build in. Now, number two is offer over ideas. An idea says, I think this could work. An offer says, here's exactly who I help, how I help them, and what outcome they can get. I'd craft something that's clear, niche specific, results based, focused. For example, we help online coaches book 15 plus sales calls a month using AI powered lead systems. We help home service companies get an extra 10 booked inspections every month using AI powered phone agents, things along those lines. That's not a general service, that's a productized solution. It's outcome first. It speaks to a specific person with a specific pain, and most importantly, it makes it easier for the buyer to say yes because they understand in 3 seconds. I'm not pitching automation strategy. I'm offering a very real, measurable result that feels urgent and valuable to the person that I'm targeting. Now, number three is proof over promises. Finally, the piece that ties all this stuff together here. If I'm starting from scratch, I probably don't have 10 case studies yet, right? Probably don't have any clients, but that doesn't stop me. I'd build a demo system. I'd record Loom walkthroughs of it. I'd create a one-page case study showing what the automation does, how it saves time, and the kind of results it could drive. Even if it's hypothetical, even if it's a test system, that show, don't tell approach builds trust fast. Because if you look like you know what you're doing, the prospect sees you as somebody who is an authority and does know what they're doing. Everyone is promising something these days, but very few are actually showing it. And when a potential client sees the back end of a system, understand how it solves their problem, and feels you've already done 80% of the work, they stop looking at anyone else. So, to recap, don't start with fancy tech. I start with a problem in a market that needs solving. I don't pitch ideas. I build a clear offer with an outcome people can instantly understand. And I don't make wild promises. I show real proof, even if it's from a simple demo build. These three pieces, market, offer, and proof, are the reason I was able to build a 600K AI agency. And if I had to start all over, they would be the first things that I would be building again. So now that the function is clear, market, offer, proof, the next step is building the actual offer that I'd sell. And this part is crucial because most people trying to start an AI agency, they make one of two mistakes. They either offer a generic offer, AI audits, or just basic AI automation builds that nobody really understands the value of and is super vague, or they try everything. They try to build a Frankenstein offer that's impossible to fulfill consistently, and they just try to incorporate way too many things that's not appealing to any one demographic or audience. I'd do neither. I'd build something that is simple, surgical, and specific. I wouldn't start by asking, what can I automate with AI? I'd ask, where are the businesses bleeding time, money, and energy every day? Because those friction points are where urgency lives, and urgency is what drives buying decisions. There are a few real friction points that I target and I have targeted in the past with my agency. Missed follow ups. How many leads are falling through the cracks because no one followed up fast enough? No show sales calls. How much revenue is lost because prospects ghost after booking? Lead leakage. What's slipping through their funnel because they're not capturing, nurturing, and converting properly? Slow onboarding. How many clients churn or go cold because the post sale experience is just disorganized? And as you can see, these aren't automation opportunities. These are serious business problems. And if you solve them, you print trust and you justify premium pricing because you're solving such a huge problem for the business. Use tools to build a repeatable backend system. I'd use tools like this, and I do use them now, and I did in the past. I would use Zapier and Make for connecting systems and building a lot of the automations. I build Go High Level for the CRM side of thing and tracking. I would use ChatGPT for messaging, personalization, and automation logic, and really any go-to questions that you have about anything. I use Calendly and Slack for integrations, for scheduling and communication. Whatever other light tools fit the use case, use them. The goal is to build a backend system that saves the business owner time, increases their conversion rates, and makes them feel they've just hired a $10 hour VA and a 10K month growth consultant in one move. And overall, they feel they have made a very good investment. This isn't about tech stacking, it's about building a reliable outcome. Then you productize it like a pro. Once that system is proven to work, even if just for one person, I would immediately productize it. And that's exactly what we're doing with the brand new agency that we just started. That means give it a name. Positioning equals value. Establish a clear identity for the project. Create a simple onboarding process with a client questionnaire and kickoff checklist to make the onboarding process as smooth as possible and as easy to replicate at scale. Build SOPs to streamline delivery and hand off to a VA or a CSM to handle most of the process. Record a few Loom walkthroughs that show exactly how the system works, how it'll be delivered, and how the clients can use it on day one, and set the real expectations so they know exactly what to expect. I don't want this to feel like a custom automation project. I want it to feel like buying a plug and play growth engine. This also makes fulfillment easier and scalable. Whether I'm doing work or handing off to a team member, the system runs the same way every single time. Remember, I'm not trying to be impressive. I'm trying to be useful. The offer that scales isn't the most complex. It's the one that delivers results fast, solves a valuable problem, and makes the prospect feel like saying yes is a no-brainer. And that's what I build again and again every single time. The offer formula is simple. We help specific avatar solve costly pain point using our AI power systems. And to price it, you may not know what to price it at. So start low. Start at 1K. Once the proof is solid, move to 2K and then to 5K and then to 10K. And that's exactly what I did. And it's not going to take months to do this. We went from 1K to 8K in the span of 3 weeks from our offer when we first started it. And now with our new agency, we're starting at 2K a month retainers, and we're already at the point where we're charging 5K a month retainers, which for a client that sticks around for a year, that's 60K for one client. Now, the client acquisition system that I would rebuild. So since the offer's dialed in, here's how I'd go out and get clients without an audience, without a content backlog, and without a warm email list. What I'm about to walk you through is exactly what I'd rebuild first to get clients in the door, on calls on the calendar, and to build momentum fast. Number one is paid Facebook and Instagram ads. This is why I say it's good to have $1,000 cash Maybe 100 of it goes to paying for these softwares that go high level and everything, but you get a lot of free trials on those. But paid ads is the bread and butter for client acquisition. This is where it all starts. Paid traffic that goes straight to the right people. I'd run simple direct response ads, not flashy or overproduced, just clean, clear messaging that speaks directly to the specific outcome. For example, coaches want 15 plus book sales calls per month using AI. Watch this 7-minute video. These ads don't try to sell anything. Their only job is to get the right person to click and watch a short video, aka my VSL or video sales letter. Then the flow looks like this: ads to VSL to school community filled with free value to book a call. This way, I'm always getting traffic into a warm ecosystem, not just chasing cold leads who forget me by the next day. Number two is a free school community. And if you know me, you know we preach this method because we use it ourselves. We've built a school community to almost 12,000 people, and it has been the backbone of us closing clients. After someone watches the VSL or engages with an ad, we invite them to a free school community. This is where real trust gets built very quickly. Inside the community, I post things like weekly trainings on lead gen, fulfillment, and scaling AI every week. Behind the scenes builds showing real client systems, all of these contents here, mini case studies, automation demos that feel like free consulting, because that's exactly what it is. We have almost 100 modules inside of here that even if people just consume this free content, they can go and get good results with it. And then when they come back, they want to pay us, because if they got this for free, they can't imagine what they'd get if they pay us. The group becomes my trust machine. It builds familiarity, authority, and proof without me having to repeat myself over and over. Instead of cold DMs, I now have warm people engaging with real value. And when they book a call, they already know who I am and exactly what I do. Now, number three is DMs that actually convert. I would personally message every member who engages, not with spammy copy paste scripts, but with value based conversation starters. For example, hey, John, I saw you checked out the school trainings on AI lead systems. Curious, what funnel are you using right now? That opens the door. That's just an example, right? It can be any sort of message, but you want it to be authentic and genuine and not just a random automated thing. From there, I can ask questions, offer insights, and say something like, want me to show you how I'd apply the system to our offer? And boom, we're on a call. These aren't sales conversations. They're consultative, natural, and high converting because the interest is already built before the message. I will always try to provide as much free value as possible to people in the DMs. That way they're like, okay, can we hop on a call to maybe go over this more in detail? Yes, we absolutely can. And then you have a very genuine, authentic conversation coming on the sales call, and you're not just trying to push them and sell them on some offer. Now, number four is the VSL funnel. The video sales letter is the centerpiece. It's a 7 to 15-minute video that does a few things: identifies the audience's biggest pain, demonstrates proof of results, and explains the offer in a way that feels like a genuine no-brainer. By the time somebody watches that video, they know what I do, how I do it, and why it matters, which means when they book a call, they are 90% pre-sold. Now the sales call isn't about convincing them, it's about clarifying fit and helping them make a smart decision. And number five is to add YouTube later. Once that funnel is converting, then I'd start creating YouTube content, not to get discovered, but to stack trust and authority. And that's exactly what my channel is for. All my YouTube videos are just building more and more trust and letting you know that I actually do know what I'm talking about. And YouTube becomes the long form layer that keeps people in your world longer. It nurtures silently, it warms people up before they click the ad, it increases the conversion rate of every other piece. So I don't use YouTube as a starting point, I use it to multiply what's already working. This whole system, ads, VSL, school community, DM, book a call, is how I'd rebuild client acquisition from zero. It's lean, targeted, scalable, and proven because this is exactly what I did to scale my agency up to 600,000. What do I help clients with today? There's a few things, and this is exactly what I help my clients build. Nail the offer is number one. No AI toolkit, no vague automations, just one crystal clear result for one target niche. Step two is building a proof stack. Client wins, screen shares, demo builds, case study decks. We make the offer feel inevitable. Number three is install the acquisition engine. Paid ads, VSL, school, calls. Then layer in YouTube and short form to really scale this thing. Most clients hit 10 to 20K a month fast because we don't guess. We focus only on what moves the needle forward. Offer, proof, conversion system. Very, very simple. So if I lost everything, I'd rebuild using a clear outcome offer, proof, not promises, a funnel that filters serious buyers, and that's it. It is not about doing more. It's about doing the right things in the right order. If you want to see the system in detail, I put together a free training that walks through every step in even more detail than this, and it's linked below. It's completely free. It's another video. It's a short course that will go over everything. But if you're ready to start scaling and stop guessing, then book a call with the link below. On the call, we're just going to walk through where you're at, what's been holding you back from scaling, and how we can fix it fast. And if you're a good fit, we will scale you to 20K a month no questions asked. I do only work with people who are serious. So if that's you and you're ready to put in the work and follow what we lay out, click the link below and book a call. So if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.